It's Matt from Z93's Morning After, live at the Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival. I am joined by Luke and Gethin from the Struts. And we are as you pointed out, Luke, a minute ago, we are, I think, the coolest table in the building, thanks to the AC being right next to me.
You are, mate. The coolest by temperature and by nature, I must say.
Last time I saw you guys were playing a couple of acoustic songs for us in the studio before a show at the Machine Shop in Flint. And then fast forward a couple of months later, you guys are on stage at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, which I think might be every guy's dream come true. So how does that performance come about? How do you guys get asked to play that show, and what was that like?
You know what? I have no idea how we got that gig, but we're very lucky. We were
Funnily enough, at that Machine Shop gig, things could have changed that night because Jed nearly shot someone with a gun, right?
It's true. Yeah.
So someone was showing us their gun, and the magazine was out, and Jed thought it was fake, and he came in, I think he was a bit pissed, and he was like, oh, and put the magazine in and aimed, and we're like, Jed, no, that's a real gun.
A bunch of people jumped on him, so...
That's, that might be the most Flint story that I've ever heard, because, I mean, you guys have been to Flint, you know kind of what surrounds the Machine Shop, and it's a pretty high crime area, so not surprising that a little gunplay was involved.
Mate, you know, sometimes they say a gun can enhance a man's certain part of his body. Maybe that's what Jed was looking for that day.
It would be a weird headline to see that one of the members of the Struts shot somebody at a show in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, he would read like this: Little Mix is Jade's boyfriend, shoots man in gun-crazed area in Trump's America.
So your guys' album, Young and Dangerous, has been out for a little while now. What did you hope to accomplish with the new record? I mean, obviously, Everyone Wants the Struts was a huge hit for you guys, so you start recording albums too. What's the goal? What do you guys hope to do?
World domination and a great album. I think we achieved one of those.
Yeah, right.
I won't say which. We just wanted to write something which was as good, if not better, than the original, and I think we've done that.
The first single was Body Talks, great song on its own, and then you guys add Kesha into the mix. You release the video. She performs with you at the Victoria's Secret Fashion Awards. She didn't? No. For some reason, I thought that she did.
No, that was on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, okay, all right. I would have gotten it right sooner or later. See, I don't have that in my notes.
That's all right.
I should have written it in my notes.
You need to research more.
I know, yeah, right. Next time.
It's fine.
I'll get it next time. How did the collaboration with Kesha come about?
Well, we met her sort of like a while before that, and yeah, we just kind of like got along really. And upon finishing Body Talks, the band version we'll call it, yeah, we was just like reading the lyrics and it was like, this could be cool as a duet. So yeah, we just got on the dog and bone and called her up. She said, yeah, let's do it.
So does that, I mean, having Kesha on a song that obviously opens you guys up to a whole new audience, because there's probably a lot of people who are fans of Kesha that maybe they don't know the Struts, and now you've got new people who are checking out the album or your previous work, so that's got to be cool for you guys too.
I mean, I think her fan base definitely crosses over to ours, because you watch her live, she has a live band, it's rock and roll, you know, so, you know, there's a lot of glitter, a lot of glam, a lot of live elements, you know, and I think it just works natural for us together.
So what did you guys learn between the release of the first album, the success from that? What did you learn going into the recording of the second album? What sort of things did you learn over the course of that album cycle that helped you record that second album and then obviously tour it?
Man, I mean, we were fortunate enough to tour relentlessly, which made us obviously a better group, better players, gave us an aura of confidence. Excuse me. And which I think you can definitely hear. I think you can definitely hear that in the second record. What we've learned on the second one is, for God's sake, we just need a bit of time off to write and record. You know, I mean, we were in such high demand that we couldn't say no to a lot of things that were happening, which just basically meant that everything was written, recorded in what would have been time off, time to recuperate, time to rest. So it was a very long few years. Fun, a lot of hard work. It's been a great learning process, but maybe we can not maybe take our time, but maybe do things a little bit more our way on the
I
3rd.
feel like we've already started doing that because we. It's funny. Obviously, by the time that we finished the second record, we were all so tired of being in the studio, and we wanted to get it out. And then 4 weeks ago in LA, we had a week off, and we just went into the studio, went into Dave Grohl's Studio 606, put down 6 tracks that we just happened to write on our time off, and it felt like the most productive that we've been in a while, and it just creatively, it was just nice and free. So because there's no pressure on it as well, so we're excited to.
That's cool. That's the number one thing. It's no pressure. I think what we're going to be doing is, if everything kind of plans out, is we're going to be drip feeding the public with a couple of tracks maybe every month or so. It's kind of not just an experiment, just something for the band. Like, instead of having to write, record, accumulate, wait until we have a bit of time, and then boom, LP3. We're going to be doing things as we go. So it might work out as more creative, more economical.
I'd be interested to see, obviously that's going to take us putting our gut instinct to the test, right? So see if our gut instinct is right, which,
I mean, I think a lot of bands now are realizing that releasing singles, you have bands that release, they have an album coming out, they release the Grat track for fans, or they drop a single way ahead of an album's release or before an album isn't even announced. I think we're getting away from bands releasing full-length albums and doing what you guys are talking about doing, and releasing a couple of songs here and there, and keeping you guys on the top of people's minds and reminding them that we're still here, as opposed to taking a few years off to record an album and then coming back.
Yeah, I don't think the art of the album is dead. I think the way that people are digesting music is becoming different, which is why we're going to just try this out. I mean, like Geth said, we've actually got 8 songs which are currently being finished off, which we're really excited about. And they're all very different. So let's see what happens. We're definitely going to do a 3rd album, but we got a hell of a lot of touring to do for this year. Next year is already probably going to start getting busy in a month, so we'll just see.
We started hitting, we went to Brazil for the first time, we're going back to Japan, we're doing Australia, so we're starting to take this circus to different countries now, like we said, we want to take on the world, and it's not an easy job when you've got to write an album, promote it and tour, and see all these different countries. It's very hard, but someone's got to do it, right? And
you guys are doing headlining shows, obviously. You just announced more dates with the Glorious Sons, but you guys have shared the stage with, you talk about world domination, you guys have shared the stage with the Foo Fighters and the Who and Guns N' Roses, and the list goes on, and the Rolling Stones. I mean, what's it like getting to share the stage with bands that obviously you guys grew up listening to, and now you're in front of, with the Stones, 80,000 people playing before Mick Jagger?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. It's great. You know what? I've said this a million times, but it's great to play, but it's even cooler. It's an even cooler feeling to watch the bands play from a really nice distance and with a comfortable area where the sound is great. That's what's great. I mean, we've supported the Stones now 3 times, and it's just fantastic to shake their hand for one, right? And then watch them either side of the stage, watch them in the VIP pit, for free. It's cool.
What's great, what I found great, and it was in Switzerland, and me and my dad we were just watching them sound check. And you think they're the Stones, they don't need to sound check, right? They got people to do it. They just did, I think they did Midnight Rambler for 12, 15 minutes, in sound check. I was fair play. We struggle to get through one song nowadays in sound check. So no, that was nice to see,
I mean, what's it like? I mean, you're soundcheck. There's how many people there to see this? I mean, with the Stones, I'm sure there's more people than normal. But I mean,
you're not allowed.
Oh no,
you're not allowed. We somehow, when we opened for them for the first time in Paris, somehow we sneaked into the stadium and watched them do Wild Horses, and you can't always get what you want with the local Parisian choir. And then we tried to do the same thing in Switzerland. Boom, not allowed.
Luckily, me and my dad were in camouflage, so they didn't see us.
Yeah. They were painted the same color as the seats. Yeah. So they were like this with their eyes closed.
You just carry security guard uniforms with you wherever you go and hope that nobody notices that you're the opening band?
Buckets of paint. We do research of what the walls might be painted like. You stand up against them like that.
Well, you guys have got a headlining run with the Glorious Sons coming up later this year, and you mentioned 2020 is going to fill up soon, too. What does the future hold for the Struts? What have you guys got planned besides what you mentioned already, releasing songs and touring? I assume that's kind of it, right?
Man,
That's enough, right? What more do you want from us?
actually, we've got a really exciting thing coming out very soon, which I can't say exactly what, but let's just put it this way. You're going to see and hear the Struts and my voice all around American television sets for quite a while.
Oh yeah, I just realised what that was. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's very cool. Well, we're going to Cannes Cannes Film Festival actually tomorrow. So we're playing with Tom Jones and Mariah Carey at an after party. So that, you know.
And Dua Lipa, she's going to be there.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be an exciting couple of years for the Struts, and obviously you guys have got a ton of other stuff going on. Looking forward to seeing this show tonight. I don't know that I've had the chance to see you guys live yet, so
you're going to love it.
I'm excited. I mean, I've watched the videos, I've seen all the YouTube stuff, and excited to see you guys on the main stage here at Sonic Temple. It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be sick, mate. We're going to be bringing the heat. Yeah. It's going to be even hotter. I mean, what is it now?
Like 85.
I'm going to turn it up to 385.
The Struts, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much for having us.